morning. Oh, good morning. I literally just rolled out of bed, so I'm just making my first cup of tea, but I fancied some company. It's probably a weird thing to say because obviously, oh God, I just realized I'm talking to myself, aren't I? But it feels more acceptable if I'm actually pretending I'm talking to people on here, even though there's no one watching. The realizations, right? I'm making a tea, so expect me to be in and out of the shot. That's trying to make it sound more professional than it is. It's actually just me. Oh God, alive. I tell you, there's a weird thing. I don't know if it is weird, but I was brought up on fully skimmed milk, like red top milk, and I was in the habit when when you make a cup of tea, I'd be like, and if someone made it for me, I'm like, no, put the tea bag in, put the water in, let it brew, then put the milk in. But then since we moved, the girls always used to have oat milk. And, oh God, I mean, I need to check it again, but oat milk seems really, it's quite pricey compared to just normal milk. And Connie said, well, why don't we'll go halves, or we'll all make a compromise. She said we could cope with semi, so now we're having semi-skim milk, and I was like, actually I can cope with semi because I couldn't have it on cereal, I'd have to water it down, but I don't have much cereal these days, so I can have it in drinks, I can have it in tea, and I don't know if it's the hard water here because I haven't got a water softener, but now I'm putting the milk in with the bag and then putting the water on and letting the colour come out, and I remember I used to do that years ago with semi-skim milk. That's weird, isn't it? I find that's weird that I've changed how I put my milk and tea order in. It's so like if you were in somewhere where you actually got a pot of tea, obviously I would put a little bit of milk in the bottom and then you let it brew in the pot and then you put it in. I don't know. What does everyone think about that? Because I find it, to be honest, I find it disgusting that I'm putting the milk in with the bag, but I'm doing it. I don't know why. Feels like it goes less scummy as now. It's because of this hard water. Oh, hi, Michelle. That's nice. Thank you. Morning, Kaz. Morning, Dawn. Morning, Catherine. Oh, good. Lots of us ladies all. Have you all just rolled out of bed? The girls have just gone to school. See, I suppose at least I have the excuse of I normally have to go on and go look at my hair, but I've just rolled out of bed, so it should look like this. Oh God, live. Oh, right, I need some water as well. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I'm actually going to, I might tell you, I'll do the 2024 goals while we're chatting, actually. I'll show you a couple of bits I picked up, sourced the other day from my favourite antiques emporium. Got only 2 rings going out, and I'm going to need to list some stuff, and I've got a carpenter coming around that a friend's recommended. Well, he's coming with his wife. I don't know the situ, but he doesn't speak English. But he's very local. So she comes, well, I don't know anyway. Local carpenter. To see if, I'm sure he can build some kind of just a basic shelter for our bikes, because at the moment, so we use our bikes a lot, but at the moment it's especially I need to get my brother to put a light in down there as well, because it's pitch black when you come back, past 4:30 and it's pitch black. It's pitch black out there where our garden area is. And then you have to fanny around with, I just bought bike covers. They were like a tenner each to protect the bikes, because now we haven't got a garage. It's the only thing I miss about Lady Jane Court is the garage. You're in the dark trying to put the torch on your phone because there's no light out there, trying to fluff around with working out bike covers, trying to clip it into, and I'm like, oh my God, it's putting me off using the bike if I'm coming back in the dark. So I want to see if he can just build people going to work out the window. He's quite smart. Yeah, not many people suit and boot for work now, do they? I wonder what he does for a living. Yeah, see if we can build a shelter so that we can literally just bring our bikes back, and we'd have to put our D-lock on still. We just D-lock the wheel to the main frame to make it a pain in the ass for someone to nick. They're not that good bikes, but if you can't just wheel it off, I don't think they would bother like carrying it off. But then it'd be easier for us. So they're coming about, I think they said 10ish, or was it 11ish? I think it was 10ish. So anyway, I'm fine for ages. They'll also have to get me like this, but I don't think they'll give stuff. See what I did there? Give a stuff. I didn't say. That's a sign of the times. Maybe I'm calming down. Oh God, do you wake up feeling like I wasn't even? I wasn't even drinking last night. I don't think I was, but I did make up for it on Saturday. Oh God, live. Yeah, I went out with book club on Saturday. Met them at 12:30. Probably got my first mouthful of fizz at about 10 to 1. And I was released ungraciously by the 2 remaining friends at about 9, I think. And I walked home. But that was Saturday. But it takes that long to recover, doesn't it? Right. Well, I've got a couple of labels to print as well. Should I do those? Yeah, I might as well do those as well. Right, while we're here. So let's have a looky-loo. Dawn, no, I've been up an hour, not dressed yet. Yeah. Gee, there was can I still blame lockdown? Because in lockdown it was like we're all in our gym jams, weren't we? We did not, no one gave. It's like why would I not be in my gym jams? And I think there's still a slight hangover from that of like it was quite nice, wasn't it? I know some people, I was chatting to a friend at the weekend and she said even if she's working from home, she likes to get, and I know a lot of people like this, she likes to get fully properly dressed. And I was like, sure, we know, otherwise you don't end up like cleaning your teeth till like 1 o'clock or something, lunchtime. I'm like, yeah. Oh, is that bad? Like I see that as a luxury. But then she is probably on Zooms. I think it's different if you're dealing with normal people that might be out there dressed with their teeth brushed. If you are just pleasing it, that sounded really pleasing yourself. Why did that sound bad? If you're just working for yourself, self-employed, I'm sorry. Let's just move on to another conversation. Oh, I'm going to get my store because I'm going to do some labels as well. Oh God, live. Oh, I'm probably about to do it's like chat. Right, sorry, let's catch up. I've always put milk in with the tea bag. Oh, what strength? Sorry about people that don't give stuff about tea. That is clean. That's come out the dishwasher. That's just drying. What strength milk do you have? And have you got hard water? Honestly, because I think that's what's making the big difference with the milk going in with the bag is that I seem to get less. I hate this hard water. It's only 2 minor things I don't like with this flat, and it's not having a water softener. But I don't feel like shelling out $1,000 for a water softener right now. And so the scum in the water. Oh, also, and it being semi, I'm sure that makes a difference. Moaning Crispy, Moaning Peter, House at the weekend. Yeah, terrible. I'll show you. Oh, hello. Oxo Wheats. Good morning. I always feel more productive when fully dressed, even if I'm staying at home. Yeah, my friend is the same. Whereas I'm actually secretly a bit of a pig. It's a very weird thing. I'm a clean pig. I love being really clean. I love the flat being really clean. I got the girls to do a couple of jobs yesterday, and Maud said, do we really need to hoover again? I just hoovered the other day. Like when she says the other day, I said, do you know how many times I've hoovered since you last hoovered? She said, because it looks really clean. I was like, yeah, but you can't see your, like, all of your hairs that have dropped off, and I can see biscuit that you dropped down there. And like, she was like, oh. So it's a kind of, it's those opposites things, isn't it? All made of opposites. Like I sort of love being quite piggy, but also being like a clean piggy. I hope there's somebody else. Oh, it doesn't matter if there's someone else like me. It's a weird thing. Michelle, top half dressed, bottom PJs, perfect. Well, yeah, I mean, I've got a hoodie on. This is the other thing I like about winter. Like, no one, I go out my duvet cape, no one knows what's going on under there. Like, but it's given me a license to, like, I made an effort and put a bra on Saturday because I was going out to book club. I know, God, it's been a long time since I bothered with this, because I go out with a top and and a scarf and a coat on. No one knows what's happening under there. What? Who cares? Kaz, semi and hard water too. Oh, so were you the same as me? Milk in the bag. Seems to reduce the scum, I think. Right, that's it then. That is proven and tested. That's 2 of us. That's proof. That's the experiment over. We're going to relax. What about water filter jug? Yes, I know a lot of people have those, but I tell you what, this is the other thing. Sometimes I really love a gadget, and sometimes, I know it's not very gadgety, but sometimes I'm like, oh my God, all these things that I've got, I can't stand it. I mean, I know it looks messy over there at the moment. That's the washing up. Well, no, there's so much stuff all over the place. I can't. The idea of having another item on the side at the moment. But I have considered a water jug. Maybe I will go water jug. Yeah, because it's, if I show you there, oh, where can I? Oh yeah, there we go. It's turned into, because it's like my home office, the kitchen as well. So I've got my sonic cleaner for jewelry there, the sellotape and the Dymo. I mean, it's because obviously that's not very kitcheny. And then, oh God, there was a bit more washing up, drying there, but there's also, well, obviously the wine stall. And then there isn't a great deal of storage here. And then, whoa, behind, hang on, can I show you? We've got microwave and toaster and my 11p mince pies that I got yesterday. If you saw my Instagram post and my yellow stickers. Oh, everybody's at it. Try the water jug. Oh, fucking hell, sorry if you saw that. That's the other thing, perimenopause. Like, I've always had a bit of a dodgy scalp. I think this is really disgusting. My skin is so dry. I'm sorry for anybody that's disgusted and having to vomit into a bucket. This is a perimenopause thing. I've always had dry skin. At the same time as having oily skin, I've always had a combination of dry skin, but you can have lots of spots with it. It's been epic. But it's perimenopause. I'm just going to end up just one large skin flake, I think. Like it'll just be that with 2 little eyes. You're turning up on here and they'll go, Jesus, you put a hoodie on. My skin is so freaking dry. I even looked up, I'm going to do some work in a minute as well, but I'm chatting right now. I even looked up, like, what diets to have. Oh God, I am very low on that. Should I do that? And it did say something about essential fatty acids, which is fish and stuff, isn't it? Is it nuts as well? Because I'm kind of thinking, I do feel like it's easier to manage stuff within. I'm sure, like, because the skin's coming out. Like, I could put cream on it, and I can, use whatever shampoos, and I can put cream on it, but it's kind of just like putting a plaster on it, isn't it? I feel like it would be better to try and treat it before it turns into a big skin flake. Like, Can I change my diet? Trouble is, whenever I look into what to do on your diet to help some ailment, it always says cut down on caffeine, alcohol, and chocolate. And I always go, well, yeah, but without doing that, what can I do? Right, so hang on. Crispy, I dropped some parcels one day last week, saw some bloke in PJs and dressing gown walking from the shop with milk. Yeah, Connie often goes to the I was going to say, Connie often goes in her gym jam bottoms to the shop. I go and so I've got these. You've probably just seen actually. So I've got those on. I feel like they're quite clearly cozy jama bottoms. Sorry, there's people walking past the window. I have to have a look. She's walking the dog. Okay, is he a boyfriend? Why is he up? Is he in a mood? He's up ahead. I go down to because my parcel shop's literally at the end of the road now, so I do go out in these as well. Not. I mean, I make an effort. I'm not going in my dressing gown, partly because I don't have one. I put a coat on. Think you can get a filter kit or not? Can you? Nah, that's hot news off the press. So you'd have to put special filters in there, wouldn't you? Because I mean, they've all have that stupid wire thing, but that doesn't stop it, does it? Yeah, I need to think about this. Kaz, Monpure Scalp Clarifying Cleanser is amazing, but pricey, but fantastic. Do you know, often the amazing stuff is pricey, and sometimes you just got to go, it's worth it. It's worth it. Hello, Jason. Welcome. Are you able to? Did you just set your name up so you can actually comment now? Don't cut caffeine completely, but I found just reducing caffeine intake helped. I've tried it before, but I don't know if it's because of my addictive personality. I think it affected my life too badly. It's only tea, like the odd coffee, nice coffee out. But it's only constant tea. But this is part of my life, and it doesn't take much for my life to start tipping. And it was too sad without tea in my life. It's the little, sometimes it's the little things, and I love my kettle. I love my cups of tea, and I love snacks. And it's all those little things that keep me going. Yeah, and I've tried decaf tea bags. Oh, God. I didn't get on with them. I've tried a couple of times. I think I forget about it, and a few years later I try them again and go, agree, reducing caffeine and booze really helped me. Well, I think... was your skin... Sorry, you don't have to go into this totally here, but were you getting really dry skin and that's helped? Because that makes sense, because obviously they're dehydrating. They are... What's the special word for it? There's a special word, isn't there, for caffeine? Not dehydrates. It's although that's what it's doing. It's a... I can't words either. It's a thing, isn't it, where it dehydrates you. There's like a more medical term for it. It's a... I can't do it. What was I going to say about that? Caffeine, booze. Oh yeah, was your skin drying, and then you tried that, and that's actually helped, because I think maybe I was in a habit when I started Lady Jane of literally 5 o'clock. I was waiting sometimes for 5 o'clock to have a glass of wine. Sometimes, pretty much every day, I was waiting. And I think it's partly habit, because that's not happening anymore. I mean, I do drink, but I don't. Well, Christmas was different, obviously. I'm not making excuses there, but so Christmas was over a week ago, and I'm trying to think, what have I been drinking? Apart from a blowout with book club, that's different. I haven't been drinking in the evenings. Yeah, since New Year's Day. Yeah, I mean, I definitely drank every day in December, but since January, all right, 7 days, 7 days, apart from Saturday. Apart from this, what have the Romans ever done for us? Apart from the roads, the sanitary system, what have the Romans ever done for us? If you get that, I'm sure you will. I think I've naturally not realised I'm not drinking at 5 o'clock. I'm a skin still bucket, so might as well be. Jason, I was constant coffee, just slowly reduced it. Can't cut snacks out. No, you can't do everything. I mean, God, it's life, isn't it? Could die tomorrow, and then you'd be like, oh God, I wish I'd had my snacks. It's probably not what you're going to think if you're dying on the road, but even my life's flashing before me. Oh God, all those snacks I could have had. Cassie, yeah, very dry skin in perimenopause. Oh, it's hideous, isn't it? Hideous. We're all examining our, like wrinkles, and it's funny in our group, like some people are, yeah, don't bother me, and other people are like, oh God, look at this, have you seen this? And the real like mixture in life of how you deal with things and what bothers you. Catherine, I found really dry skin again on HRT, and we're on the same patch. But increased water drinking does help. I do always have a cup of water on the go as well, but what's that word for dehydrating that liquid does to you? And it's a I can't do it. I want to say it's a maleficent, but I don't mean it's a maleficent. Oh, you all know it as well. But then I'm constantly drinking tea, so I don't know if I'm just counterbalancing the water. Diuretic, thank you, Catherine, thank you. And sorry for shouting at everybody. Yeah, so I'm going to actually. I posted a ring on Saturday. Dropped one parcel off on Saturday and dropped one parcel off yesterday. Did a quick. Oh, hang on, I've got that message. I'm skipping the ads. Yeah. Quick scooch around the 3 Chazzers in town, but you know what town Chazzers are like. I did get a bag of stuff for our friend Vera, and one thing sold straight away, which is bar £1 paid for everything else I bought, so hopefully we'll be into profit there. But yeah, apart from that, only two things to go, which interestingly, oh, where are they? Oh yeah, no, I was going to say interestingly both rings, but they're not. God, lie. One's a ring. So this is all that's sold since Saturday. It's pretty bad, but I've done a thing, and I don't know if I should have done. What I should have done, after being encouraged by everybody, I thought I'm cutting out my promoted listings because it's going to make a large difference to the profitability of each item. So I've done it. To be fair, it's probably not made any difference. I was only on like one sale a day, which has to increase. I'm doing everything else. So last night I sent out a coupon. So I made a coupon. I sent it out in a newsletter. I mean, they say it's a newsletter. It's glorified. It does it for you, and you just add your coupon in, and you can tailor it. You could edit your newsletter. But one of the things the rep said to me, the eBay rep, was make sure you're sending a newsletter out once or twice a month, once minimum, was like, oh, okay, yeah. And also, like, you can update. There's a banner in your shop. I didn't even know about this. Not the banner at the top, but there's like a promotions banner. She said, make sure you put that on there. I thought, okay. So I did that last night. Hasn't made any difference, but like, yeah, I was, the amount I was paying eBay and promoted fees. I thought at the moment, one sale a day, I've got nothing to lose. So sorry for making junking noises. Good morning. Good morning, Simon, I presume. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, there's 2 sales since Saturday. Bloody terrible. So this is a nice sparkler. Rings. But I'm trying to, quite a decent size as well. I'm trying to get out of rings because they are slow sell through. And I've been looking also on the advice of the rep at my sourcing insights on, that was nice. Like a rabbit. Sourcing insights on Terapeak. And it said, I went in there and it said, Shelley, stop buying rings. I went, oh, okay. But this is the other thing, and this is one of the things I'm allowed to buy, is pendants. And this is nice. This is sapphires, and I don't know what the clear stone is. It's probably a cubic zirconia, isn't it? And silver, obviously. Yes, that's rather nice. I could tell you how much they've gone for, actually, if you like. Where's my phone? Oh, it's over there. Let's have a look on here instead. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'll give you a little eBay update while we're here. I'm not going to do any work. I'm just chatting. Right. So yes, my last 7 days is terrible at the moment. It needs to be up near 700, and it's at 223 at the moment. But then I'm very heavy ring based, and I need to be not heavily ring based because the sell through is too bad on them. It's about 3% or something. It's I'm a sourcing insights. It's not where I should be. So the ring went for £20 plus shipping. £3 for shipping. It goes Royal Mail 48 tracked, which is like £270. And then what are eBay charging? About 12%, I think, fee on that. And then my padded envelope's probably about 15-20 pence. So it's not quite covering it, but. And then the little pendant, the sapphires pendant. I just read that and thought I put goth in the title. Why did? Oh yeah, it's a cross. God, it's a wonder, isn't it? £22 plus shipping. That one's gone for. And do you want to know? I'll tell you what I would find interesting. You might not, but I'll tell you what. If I'm I'm trying to work on roughly like an £8 cost of goods average. I'll tell you what the profits are on those. Actually, I should know, shouldn't I, off the back of my head? Did one go for 20? If it's 20, it's £8. eBay are getting £8, and I'm ending up with £8 profit after postage and all the rest of it. And then did one go for? No, I have to look it up. So it's not a simple, because you've got things like one-off costs on it. Let me have a look. Yeah, 20 plus £3 post at 0% promoted gets me £8 back in profit. So you can see how many I need on that. Oh, I haven't written the other one down. I'll just have a look on my phone. That's the 20. And then, so the pendant, 22. So do people do that? Like, you can go on your phone, you can go into the order and you can scroll down and it tells you exactly the fees. You can click on the transaction fees and it tells you. So like, order total 25, cost plus shipping. Transaction fees are £4.23 because I didn't promote. So that's at, right, you can press on fee details and it tells you 12.9% fees. Then you've got a final value fee of 30 pence, which is their, here's just an extra charge. We can't work out quite what we're going to call it. So we're just going to call it final value fee charge, just an extra thing we put on absolutely everything. We introduced that at one point. This is me being eBay. Then VAT, 20%. So total fees £4.23. And then I've got to do the shipping. Yeah, so it makes about, it would make about £17, sorry, no, 8. It would make about £9.50 profit. But then at the moment, I'm not paying for a shop. And if you're paying for a shop, you've got to take that off. And then that's what you end up with before your tax. You all know that anyway, but I thought I'd tell you that. Oh, God, it's tea. Jason, on the banner, I had to remove that the other day as the promo finished weeks ago. Oh, and it didn't automatically take it down. Because mine's, like when you go into view, you couldn't, not the banner at the top, obviously, the banner, like the promo banner. When I looked in yesterday, it said, get this changed. Although other people couldn't see it. It was just a message from me saying, take this banner down. It's old, bitch. That's what it said. Morning, Julie. Hello from Houston, Texas. Hi, Stephanie. What's your weather like? It's very wet here. I am actually interested in whether that must be an age thing as well. I'm honestly very interested in weather. But also at the moment we've got, so I'm on a hill, and literally at the bottom of my hill is like big parks that back onto the river, and we've got sandbags down there at the moment because of climate change. The whole of I put some pictures on my Insta, the whole of the park where normally people play football have swans swimming on it. No, it was still there. Yes, the promo banner. That's a fault then, isn't it? Because it should automatically not be able to show it because it's not there to show to people. That's a fault. Yeah. I don't know why I'm surprised by that. Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to, I'm just thinking now, actually, it's 9:15, and those people might turn up at, I think they said, oh, shite, tennis. Does that ever happen? No, I went to get my phone, and the magnetic bit there stuck to the Mr. Muscle oven cleaner. It's probably going, for God's sake, will you clean your oven? Check what time they said. I wanted to share some things before I have to answer the door. Yeah, around 10 they said, right, I won't package right now. I want to show you some stuff. I'll tell you what my 2024 goals are, and also I picked up some really nice bits the other day. So this is a lovely one, another pendant, amber, teardrop amber, but look at the silver fastening, and it's like vine leaves. Oh, absolutely lovely. And I did test it with my UV light, and it's a nice drop of amber. That is lush. And I also got, this is amazing, and I don't know whether you're going to be able to see it because it only happens in certain lights. So obviously a nice chunky silver bezel set, silver in there, but this, I'm not going to be able to see it. Oh, can you? You can just about see the blue flashing through there. So at first I thought it was that thing that's the, oh God, the words. What's that thing that's like moss agate, but then if there's a blue flash, it's, oh God, this is terrible. But it's not that. It's oh no, I forgot. Oh, I can see the blue. Oh God, right, I've got it there. Oh yeah, can you see that blue flashing through? I don't know how to show it to you. I thought it was a, oh no, I can't. Oh, this is just terrible. I need a jewellery person on here to help me out. Oh my God, that's amazing. If you can get the blue, so do you need the light going through it? I was going to say it was a rainbow. It's not rainbow. I'll have to come back to it. It's amazing anyway. It's an amazing agate with, I'm doing no justice to that. I know it looks shit. It's actually amazing. So I'm well pleased with that. that was informative, wasn't it? And then this I'm absolutely in love with. It's a really chunky silver ID bracelet. It's not been engraved. Oh God, it's lovely. The weight, I really like chunky silver. Oh, well, I like chunky gold as well. And got it from the person that I particularly like their cabinet. But what I could see as well is that it's proper full English hallmarks in there. And it's Birmingham hallmarks, and it's 1974. But there's something about, I mean, I was born in 71, and I don't know. I like 74. You know, that was when I was a little bubba. But also full English hallmarks. Just feels something very quality about it. Labradorite was the thing I was thinking about, but it's not that. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah. It's not Labradorite. It's rainbow. It's going to come to me. Yeah. Is it just me, or is that freaking gorgeous? Ooh. And I also got just I mean, it's less exciting, but it is a nice silver bracelet, and a this is quite nice, brooch, silver and marquesites and onyx. It's not got English hallmarks, but it's probably got some age. It's definitely vintage. Oh, that's driving me wild. I can't remember that now. Moonstone. Oh God, I'm such a twat. It's Moonstone, and I thought it was Rainbow Moonstone. Moonstone to start with. Once I saw Shell Resell say once, she dropped something, she went durable, and it's durable. It's not, I think, it's not Rainbow Moonstone, because it's just the blue. Fiery Moonstone. It's not orange. It's some kind of amazing moonstone anyway, and one day you'll be able to see that blue flash. It's incredible. So I want to share 2024 goals, and then I'm going to go and sort my life out. Thank you for keeping me company, by the way. So, I'm on my phone. It's all right, the phone's here. Did you all set your goals? If you're doing them, what are they? Put them down below afterwards or in the chat. I'm always interested in goals. So I haven't done the personals. I'm really like, I don't even know. I set some at the end of last year, but I've done them because it was to get the divorce through, which came through on 11th of December, and to move. And we've done that. So, right, notes for the reselling goals. So for our friend Vera, you are still with me, aren't you? Yes, I think so. So for Vera, I was already trying to follow this anyway, and it's to pick up, and it's always stating the bleeding obvious, but to pick up the in-demand items, for God's sake. Stop buying stuff. I haven't got the space here to pick up stuff that's just going to sit for a long time. Just don't have the space. A £20 max spend on any one item for that. Similar for my eBay, but I would go over that. I went over that with the bracelet, but I have to really stop and think about it. This is for me that a quick check when I'm out, like, right, hang on, that's more than 20 quid. What are you doing? Think about this. Stick to the no-low list, the not on the lookout list. And it's, it's fast. It's like, for God's sake, don't pick up mint velvets. Hush, back away. There's stuff on there. I mean, it used to be, I remember phasing out phase 8, but then you see people selling it and you're like, oh, they just sold a phase 8 dress for good money. But then I have to try and remind myself, yeah, but if they got 20 other phase 8 dresses, just because you've seen them sell one, well, it's probably not phase 8, like Hush or whatever, doesn't mean you should go out and start buying Hush dresses. So I'm trying to stick to the no-no list and aiming to minimum put 5 items a week on Vera still, on Minted, because I'm clearly not getting enough from eBay yet, and I need some money coming in. Good morning, Neil. How are you? I'm just doing my 2024 goals. Right, so eBay. So on a similar line to the NOLOs in a way, but more intricate, I am actually using I'm definitely using some of the knowledge that the eBay rep gave me, and I am checking the TerraPeak sourcing insights. So you're going to TerraPeak. It's the middle one, I think, and it's sourcing insights, and it will tell you straight away, it'll tell you in the stuff you're used to selling in, what's a good opportunity. Like it'll be at the top, like, you know how you like selling cardies, keep selling cardies, there's a good opportunity there. Or it might say, you know how you keep picking up trousers, forget it, look at the sell-through, it's terrible. And that's really useful. And you can also then hop over on another tab and actually do your own search of, like, I'm actually interested in selling balaclavas, how do they sell? You can go and have a look. And I'm finding that really useful, because that's where I found out, like, oh, so apart from the fact that rings aren't selling that well, you're actually telling me, you know, they don't sell that well. So I'm like, oh, well, I've got loads of them, so I have to do the punishment. I have to list them, but for future sourcing, it's going to be more of the stuff I just showed you, and not so many rings. So yeah, keep buying items on the great opportunity recommendations of TerraPeak. List a minimum of 25 items per week. Now, I've been doing like 50 a week, but that's rings, and that's because I had a big pile of them. And I'd love a big pile of decent pendants, brooches, you know, silver, bracelets, all the rest of it. Oh, did somebody do a little heart? Thank you. That sounded like a little fart, didn't it? But thank you for the hearts. So I've reduced it, because yes, it's got to be achievable. And I mean, if I was actually selling 5 a day of the rings, I would be okay. So I need to get to the first step. I mean, I would love to do more than that, but I need to get to a first step first. But I'm not. I'm only selling 1. And so at the moment, I haven't got my sourcing, like, honey holes, you know, if I just talk, you know what I'm saying, don't you? Mapped off, closed down, something. They're not, I don't know exactly where I'm going yet, but I've got a couple of places where I go, and I need more in my armory, in my sourcing route. For anyone in the US, we say route, you know, we don't, do we say a sourcing route? No, we just go going sourcing. Anyway, like, I need more places to source, is the simple way of putting it. Reliable places where I can go, right, this week I'm going blah, 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 and I will be able to get this amount. I regularly can get this amount of stock from there at a price that works. I haven't got that off pat yet. I haven't got that. So I am reducing the amount of minimum I need to list to 25, because I don't want to be in the position where I'm picking up crap just to make my sourcing goal. I can't do that. I've got to be really careful now. So reducing down to, I sort of wrestled with that, which is why I haven't come on and done my goals. I've wrestled with that. Like, is it stupid when you're happily putting 50 on a week to reduce it to 25? Because then I could get used to that and I wouldn't be able to go back up. But I don't want to be listing rubbish. So yeah, minimum 25 a week. You know, so probably just 5 a day during the week, but, or, you know, we'll see. And then, yeah, aim for £8 cost of goods. Aim for that, sell for 20 plus shipping, no promoted, £8 profit on each one. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. That should be my minimum. Simon note was still there. Oh, sorry, no, it's from earlier. Yeah, okay, that wasn't me. Yeah, so that's the goals, and they're sort of similar. It's almost like carrying on a bit as I was, but I did, yeah, I have wrestled with that. Yeah, so as I said, please do put your goals underneath, because I'm interested and I love seeing everybody's goals at New Year, all your personal goals. I've given up making the personal, like I'm going to do exercise and stuff like that goals. I'm just looking over where I should be actually listing. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm not one of these people that can just chat and work at the same time. It's like, oh, there's too much going on. I'm talking to you, but then I'll make a mistake. So I thought, oh, I could package that while I'm chatting to you. No, I couldn't do that, because I would just end up sending the pendant to the person that should get the ring, and So I'm gonna knock off. Thank you for joining me whilst I wake up. I feel ready to embrace the day now. I feel like a go-getter now. Have a lovely day, everybody. Yeah, thanks so much for joining me. And thank you for the hearts. Give me a thumbs up if you like. And see you soon. Bye-bye, don't die. Have a good day.